Hi, today I'm going to talk about how to lunge without hurting your knees. So a lot of people go to the gym and they do lunges because they have sore knees, but when they do them, their knees hurt. So it's really important that you get the mechanics right so that you can build the strength. Usually with sore knees, it means that you have muscles, supporting muscles that aren't working properly to support the knee. So what I want you to do is I want you to start by bringing your feet together, and I want you to step backwards just into a little bit of a mini lunge. So you can see here, all I've done is stepped my foot backwards and my body's become a little bit like a seesaw. So I'm leaning forward slightly over my leg. Now, mechanically, we want our knees to be able to move and bend in really nice deep positions. But if our knees are sore, we can't expect to have that mobility yet. We need to build the strength, and then we can start to build range of motion. So we're going to step backwards and we're going to hinge the body forward slightly. And I just want you to hold your position. Now be conscious of where your back foot is. It should be in line with your shoulder. If it is too far over, it's going to be like you're on a tightrope and your pelvis won't be able to center itself. So step your foot out slightly and make sure your hips are between your 2 feet. So the front and the back foot. Now try to tap your front toe up and down on the ground. If you can't tap it, it means that you're putting too much weight through the front of your toe, which sends a message up through the front of the leg to fire up and work. And we want to try to send the work into the back of the leg. So shift your weight backwards and hold your position. Just stay there. Try to be nice and light on your back leg and see, can you start to feel your glutes, so your bottom, the backs of your legs, your hamstrings switching on. The quad will work, but we want it to work in unison with other muscles. So hold your position there and just see if you can build some really strong awareness there. And this is how I get people to start. If you can do this at the start of every session and get that working, and then you bring it up to standing and then step back again, then what you're doing is you're building in that correct mechanical sequencing as you're doing the exercise, so that then when you go and do other movements or you add weight, that you're able to recruit. Now remember, every time you add load, you have to go back to your start position. So you might find that you become really good at lunging and going down nice and deep into a lunge without any weights, but as soon as you add a weight, you feel it in your knees again. So you have to go back to step 1, which is holding a weight and stepping back into a shallow lunge. Find and feel your muscles first, and then you can start to increase range of motions with load. But every time you make the exercise more complex, you have to go back to the start. So if you're going to add load, make sure you go back to a shallow lunge and find all those correct muscles first.